Hey there, sword friends. This is just some quick supplemental information for those who are interested in the Tang of the JKOO Sword that I reviewed and did some cutting tests. Wanted to take a look at the Tang, see what kind of shape it's in, the Suka, to see if there's any cracks, any damage sustained from the cuts and all that. So here it is. So taking a look at the Suka here, everything seems in pretty good shape. You look at the inside here, it doesn't appear to be any cracks or any damage or anything like that to sustain any damage. You can see the panel wrap terminates right here, which is understandable. It's a panel wrap, it's not a full wrap. But everything, the Ito is still pretty tight. No problems there. But before I even start with this, I got to say this was probably the easiest disassemble I had on a sword that I own anyway, personally. Everything came apart very easily. Very little rubber hammer taps, you know, with this little guy here. And everything kind of just flowed off, you know, basically with the flick of the wrist. So I was actually very happy with how it came apart fairly easily. But everything seems to be in good shape in the Suka. Bad boy back on there. Here are the pieces, seppas. Everything seems to be in good shape. The Suba is actually a pretty nice iron piece. They told me it was a solid iron piece, and it actually is. It's a pretty solid iron piece. Nice textures on it. Everything looks great here. So getting into the actual tang of the blade, if I could get some focus action here. It looks, it's generally filed. I mean, it's not the best tang, but it's, you know, there are a lot worse. But you can see, I don't know if it's coming out here. You can see the signature, which is pretty prominent of the smith, which I requested to have the signature of the smith there. Turn this over. Little marking there, I guess, just for their reference there. But it's in pretty good shape, you know. No burr or anything like that. Looks pretty good. A little bit of patina here, which I'm going to be wiping it down. What I notice about the sword itself, you notice that the termination of the I forget the names of it. Basically, the blade and the spine don't terminate exactly in the same place, which you would want it to terminate the same place. That's the practical or traditional way of doing it, but it doesn't, which is fine. It is what it is, but does the job. Everything fits nicely. But the tang is in actually pretty good shape. Happy to see the signature. Happy to see it not in, you know, a black rusted mess. So basically now, after cutting, obviously you want to take care of the blade. I'm going to use a little bit of this guy here, which is Mother's Meg. This is perfect for cleaning off the sword after doing cutting. You know, you want to get rid of all the glues and residue from the tatami mats and, you know, everything that you're cutting, all the liquids and whatever got on the sword. I mean, I did clean it with alcohol after I cut, but it's always a good idea after a big cutting session to maybe polish down the blade and just bring the luster back, and you can even get rid of some like little minor scuffs and scratches that are on the steel. So definitely this guy is a must. But that's pretty much it. So came apart pretty well. Very happy about that. The tang is in good shape. No saya, no Suka cracks rather. Everything looks great. I'm going to put it apart. Hopefully it comes together nice and tight. Get rid of the that wiggling habaki problem that I had after I cut. But it looks good. So here you have it. For those who are interested, hopefully it was some help for people who are interested or expecting to get some JKOO swords. I can't speak for all JKOO swords you may get, but my particular sword that I took apart looks like came apart very well. Tang is in great shape, didn't sustain any damage, went through the cuts, and we're all good in the hood. All right, that's all I got for you guys. Cheers.